I'm very touched and I'm deeply grateful for this honor. And as I've been sitting here listening, I am especially grateful for being introduced to my fellow honorees and hearing their stories, which are quite inspiring to me. This has been quite a week for all of us, beginning on Monday with the Supreme Court decision on LGBT employment. Um, Another decision this morning on the protection of dreamers. And in between that, the Iowa City Council came to terms with all of the demands of the protesters. And we're just coming up on Juneteenth. So the fact that this is neatly tucked into the middle of all of that is quite fitting, I think. As I look clear back, I owe a great debt of gratitude to both of my parents, who taught me a lot about the principles of community activism and service to the community, and to my grandfather, George Brammer, who was really my role model and my inspiration in political activism. My grandfather founded about 90 years ago the Brammer Brody law firm in Des Moines, which encouraged all kinds of forms of activism, and over the years morphed into being the Davis Brown law firm, which today includes two of my favorite people, Sharon Malero and Jonathan Wilson, as partners in the firm, and they are, of course, last year's honorees. I kind of cut my teeth in the 1960s on activism in civil rights movements and in marches, protests, demonstrations, sit-ins, and that continued over into anti-Vietnam War activity. And I came out in 1968, which, oh my God, is 52 years ago, and began to sort of transition my efforts into LGBT causes. I think I came to that from a position of great privilege, being an almost lifelong resident of Iowa City, which could not be a better place to be. In case you don't know it, we now have a Black gay mayor and a mayor pro tem who is a Muslim woman. And rights here have always been at the forefront of everybody's considerations. University, likewise, my academic department. And I also owe a great debt to the Episcopal Church and to the bishop who ordained me just 25 years ago this year, Chris Epting, who walked that journey faithfully with me and has ever since. I'm particularly proud of and feel my area of strength has been in creating new organizations or putting flesh on the bones of upcoming organizations. Integrity Iowa, LGBT arm of the Episcopal Church, which I founded and was the first president of. Collaboration in the leadership of a national movement called Holy Relationships. And in the local scene, a group called Connections, which brought together various strands of the community into a single organization. It seems to me as time has gone by that a lot of those existing organizations have kind of fallen away or fallen into disrepair. I can't help thinking a lot about One Iowa, with which I've been involved, as one of those organizations which keeps accomplishing things and then revising its mission statement and going on stronger than ever um, in a new path. But I think that's probably an exception. Um, Supreme Court ruling this week was a wonderful thing, but it certainly doesn't suggest that we should rest on our laurels, nor does any other development like marriage equality, because there are always those bad guys who are going to come back and fight a new battle on a new day. And recent history has demonstrated that to us in spades. So I encourage all of you to continue the fight, to do everything you can to bring out the vote this November, and to promote the causes of justice. I'm very grateful to DSM Magazine, to Daniel Hoffman-Sinnel, who nominated me, and to Ryan Crane and Dr. Richard McCarty and Ryan Romerman, who wrote glowing letters of recommendation for me for this award. And finally, I just wanted to mention the incredible influence in my life of my friend and mentor, the late, great Donna Redwing, who helped me so much to figure out the last pieces of my journey. Again, I'm most grateful for this honor and thankful to all of you.